Very warm welcome to all the students of class 8. Today I am here with a new video of English 1, that is from the semester 2, chapter 1, that is unit 1, writing about writing. See, in this chapter, in this unit, we are going to discuss about the story, that is a strong desire, wise action, and it's from the adventures of Tom Sawyer, that is written by Mark Twain. And part 1 and part 2 we are going to discuss about this story, and also we are going to discuss about what is a source and summary. Now let us begin with this unit 1, writing about writing. Unit 1, writing about writing. Activity 1, read the story Strong Desire, Wise Action from The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain, Part 1. First of all, we'll discuss Part 1. Saturday morning came. All the summer world was bright and fresh and full of life. Tom appeared in the front of the house with paint and a big brush. He looked at the fence and all the joy left him. See, one lovely summer morning was there, and Tom came out of his house to paint the long and tall fence. See, when he was looking at a very large fence, all joy left him. A deep sadness settled upon his heart. The fence was long and high. He wet the brush and moved it along the top broad. See what happened? Still he started working as he was sad, also in a sad mood. See what? Why? Because the fence was very long and high, and he wet the brush and moved it on the top broad, and he did it again and again. So when he looked at what he had done, when he was seeing how much he has painted, the painted part was very small. It was very small. The whole fence was very large, and the fence was quite large. And he sat down. He felt that he could not continue. See, he sat down, and what he felt that he won't be able to continue it. Jim, a boy who worked for the family, came through the gate. See, at that time, what happened? A boy who worked for the family, he came out. He was going to get water, and he was singing happily. See, he was going to fetch water for the family, and he was singing merrily. Tom said, Jim, I will get the water if you will paint. See what Tom said to Jim, that I'll fetch water for you if you will paint for me then. Jim said, no, I must get the water. Then the Jim said, no, I'll get it myself only. Are you afraid of Aunt Polly? See what he asked, are you afraid of Aunt Polly? She won't hurt you. She talks about it, but talk never hurts. She always talks something or the other, but her talks are not hurting us. It never hurts except when she whips also. See, when she whips, she never hurt also except when she whips. And what you should not be afraid of her. See what he says, you should not be afraid of her. Jim, I will give you one of my plaything, and I will show you my foot. I will show you where I hurt it. See then what Tom then offered him one of the plaything, and he even showed his sore feet to persuade him to do the painting. Jim was only human. See, he said he is only human, is said over here. He took the plaything and he put his head down to look at the foot. See what he said, he took that plaything, and what he said, did he looked down at the foot. In another moment, he was running down the street, and the same moment, what he also told Jim that he need not to be afraid of Aunt Polly, and but Jim ran away with the plaything. Tom was painting as fast as possible, and Aunt Polly was returning to the house. See, he was painting very fastly because Aunt Polly, he was going to return. Read the story, that is activity 2 now. Strong Desire, Wise Action from The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain, Part 2. See, Tom kept working, but soon he began to think of the fun played for these days. He and Huck had planned to race down to the river and go swimming. See, the thought of going out to the river and swimming with Huck slowed down the Tom's painting work. His hand moved very slowly. Soon the other boys would come and laugh at him for walking. See, he was also feared that the other boys would come and laugh at him for his work. See, laugh at means what, to make fun of him. From his pocket he took everything that he owned. See what he did. He from his pocket now he removed all the things what he has owned. He took it out, and this was nothing of real value. It was not enough to buy another boy's help. See, he had no valuable in hands also to offer for buying help from any other boy. See, if he would take the help of anyone for painting, so he was not having such so much valuable also in his hand, so he can offer some other boys for help. At this dark moment, a wonderful idea came to him. It was like a great bright light. See, suddenly a bright idea that came into his mind, and and then he took his brush and went quietly to work. See, he continued to work very happily. He took the brush and he started working. Ben Roger appeared soon. See, then who came? Ben Roger. Tom had been especially afraid of Ben's laugh. See, he was afraid of Ben's laugh. Ben was eating an apple. See, at that time, what Ben was doing? He was eating an apple. Also, as he walked, he was making noises like those of a big river boat. See, when he was walking, he was making sounds like a big river boat, and he would shout also loudly, and he would say ding dong dong like a bell, and then he would shout again and say all these ding dong dong again and make a very strange noise. And see, he used to pretend that he was a boat, he was a captain of the boat, and he was a boat bell while saying all that I am a boat. And he used to he used to shout also, and make ding dong dong sound also. Turn her the boat, and he was a captain of the boat, and he was a boat bell. See, he used to make all such type of strange noises. Turn her, he shouted. Slow her, stop. He made a slow, careful turn, came close beside Tom and stopped. See what he said? Turn her. And he again shouted, Slow her, stop now. And slowly and carefully he turned near to close beside the Tom, and he stopped over there. Tom continued his painting. He did not look at the boat. See, as he was painting, and he was quietly painting, doing painting on the fence, and he did not look at the boat. Ben said, Hello, you are in trouble. See, what did Ben say? I think so, you are in trouble. No answer. Then the Tom didn't reply. Tom moved his brush gently and looked at the result. See, he moved his brush. He moved his brush and he was looking for the result. Ben came nearer. Tom wished for the apple, but he did not turn from his work. See, Ben, he came near to the Tom, and but what Tom was wishing to have an apple, but he did not turn from his work. He was doing his work only. Ben said, "Hello, you must work, must work." He said, hey, "Hello, you must work." Then what? Suddenly he turned and said, "Oh Ben, it's you. I didn't see you. Okay, oh you are there. I haven't seen you. I am going swimming. I am. Do you wish you could go with me?" See what he said. Okay, I am going for a swimming, and I am. And do you wish you could go with me? Then he asked him, "Will you join us? Join me, or would you rather work, or else you'll do your work?" Tom said, "What do you mean, work?" See, what did the Tom said? "Okay, what do you mean by the work?" That is work. Tom returned to his painting. He started painting. It may be work, and it may not be, but it is fine for Tom Sawyer. See what he said? It may be work or it might not be also, but it is very fine for Tom Sawyer. Do you mean that you enjoy it? What did he say? Do you mean that you enjoy it? Enjoy it? Does a boy have a chance to paint a fence every day? See what did he said? Okay, does anyone get a chance? Does a boy get a chance to paint the fence every day? No, the boy won't get the chance to paint the fence every day. So here was a new idea. Then the idea came in his mind. Ben stopped eating his apple. He stopped eating, and Tom moved his brush. He was moving the brush, and he stepped away to look at the result. See, he stepped away to see what was the result. Added a little paint here and there, and while he was painting, but his mind was on him only. He stepped away again. Again, slowly he stepped away. Ben watched, and Ben was watching all this thing. He was more and more interested. See, Ben was interested. What is this? And then he said, Tom, let me paint a little. Then what he asked Tom? Okay, will you allow me to paint? Tom thought. Then he said, no, Ben. He said, no, no, no. Aunt Polly wants this fence to be perfect. See, he said what Aunt Polly needs is fence now. It should be very perfect. And it was the fence behind the house. You could help. See, it was if it would be behind the house now, then you could help me. But this fence now, it is beside the street. It is beside the street only, and must be done very carefully. It should be done very nicely and carefully. There is not one boy in 1,000 who can do it well. See what he said there? There is not one boy also in 1,000 who can do it very well. Oh, Tom, let me try. Then he again said, let me try. No, once, only a little I'll do it. I will be careful. I'll be careful. I'll paint properly. Tom, I'll give you a part of my apple. See what he said? I'll give you apple also if you will allow me to paint. No, Ben, I'm afraid. See what he said? No, 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 I won't allow you to paint. I'm very much afraid of Aunt Polly. He was afraid. So he said, no, no, I won't give you brush. I will give you all of it. Then he said, I'll give full apple to you. Tom gave the brush to Ben slowly but with joy in his heart. See, he was feeling happy only. And see what happened that Tom convinced Ben that painting the fence to be perfect, and there's only one boy in 1,000 could do well. So this got Ben more interested in the and he offered what? His apple and exchange for the privilege of working on the fence. So Tom gave the brush to him, and he was really very happy, but with the joy in his heart. It was joy. And while the boy, who a few moments before had been a riverboat worker, became hot in the sun. See, before a while, when this boy who was sitting over there and he was being a riverboat, he was worker. Now what he became in the hot, he was in the hot in the sun. Tom sat under the tree. Then Tom sat here under the tree, and he was eating the apple and planning how to get more help. See, he was eating apple sitting over there under the tree, and he was also thinking, how can I get more help? There were enough boys. See, there were enough boys were there. They came along the street. They came along the street only, and stopped to laugh but remained to paint. See, stopped to laugh means they stopped to make fun of him, but they remained over there to remain to paint. They also wanted to paint. After Ben, Bill Fisher painted. See, after Ben who did painting, Bill Fisher. Then Johnny Miller came. Then see, one by one, all the boys were there. They came and they started painting. Each one paid to be allowed to work. And see, they for doing this work to paint the fence, they have to pay Tom. See, then Johnny Miller came, and then each one they were paying for the work. In the middle of the afternoon, it was the afternoon time. Tom was very rich. Now the Tom became very rich. How? Because he had many playthings. For example, what he got in the playthings? A small cat with one eye, a piece of broken blue glass, and much more things he got it. And he had not worked only. See, he all this work was being done to paint the fence was being done by Ben, Bill Fisher, and Johnny Miller, and they also paid him few playthings also. And see, in this way he had not worked only at all, and the whole fence has been painted 3 times. And there was no more paints, and there was no more paint also, with more paint to be painted. Tom would soon have owned everything belonging to the other boys. See, he had owned everything that was belonging to the other boys, and the other boys in the village, they would have owned nothing. And see, other boys, when we compare of the other boys, that they have not owned anything. See that Tom has collected all of the treasures, all these things as playthings. And see, in this Tom discovered a great law in this. See, everything belonging to other boys, and the boys in the village would have not owned nothing. See, Tom has discovered a great law of human action. See, in this way, he discovered new law of human attitude. A man or a boy will desire something if it is not easy to get. See what he said, no one runs behind the ordinary things, but everyone will have a strong desire for the extraordinary, or that which is not easy to get. So in this, see, they have narrated very nicely. They have said this two in this two part about how Tom made his friend to paint the fence, and he also earned this playthings also for it. And while sitting under the tree, he enjoyed eating apples and play all the playthings. I hope you all have understood till here. Thank you.